We're here at the top of Latigo Canyon in Malibu, about 2 hours deep in my ride. It's Wednesday today, a few days before we'll be racing in Merced, so this is the last opportunity for a good long ride. I rode from Santa Monica and just rode up PCH to Latigo. Latigo we're taking over to Mulholland. Mulholland across the mountains, maybe over Stunt Road and down Tuna Canyon back to PCH. I'm just gonna get a quick bite. Ready? So it's important to know we can get free water from a fountain drink. Which stops have and which stops don't. This happens to be one of my favorite stops.
Yeah, there comes on off my tree.
Oh yeah. This is a little secret spot. I don't know too many people who know about it, but I actually met Bahati out here on a ride one day, and he's like, oh, we're gonna stop at this little store, you know, after we climb over Latigo. All right, well, here's the store. It's a sweet little sweet spot on Canyon Road, and we got good snacks. I'm gonna turn right onto Stunt. Go up Stunt Road. The only race I know for sure that's my race to lose is Merced. It's super sketchy, it's flat, it's a good run into the finish. You hit a left-hand turn, you come out of that last corner and you're just on the gas all the way to the finish line. The team does want to support me at that race.
What better place to start than our defending champion, Bahati!
It's always great to have a call up at a crit because A, you get to show off the sponsors. Everybody's looking at you. It's that little time in the spotlight.
Barlevav!
It just feels good to have a call up. It's that extra little confidence you get right before a crit, and having confidence going into a crit is key.
One of the strongest fields we have ever assembled here at the Merco Credit Union Cycling Classic. I'll count you down to 3, 2, 1. And Downtown hasn't missed. 80 Silva sitting second wheel. Their teammate of Justin Williams, our winner last year at the road race.
Part of the team plan was to be active in the first part of the race, and Tim Johnson made it into one of the dangerous breaks of the day. Some breakaways, you know, you don't have to worry about it. It's going to come back in no time. But Tim Johnson happened to make it into a pretty dangerous looking break. As a rider in the pack, we were confident with him up there, but the break didn't stay. He came back. My job was to sit in and not be so active, so the race went really mellow for me. I didn't really have to follow attacks. I didn't have to be very active. I got to hide all day, basically. I didn't put my nose in the wind once. Some guy, I don't know who it was, I wasn't gonna look back at him, but some guy ran his rear wheel into my rear derailleur. The cable popped out of the housing stop, and I was no longer able to shift. Didn't freak out. I know that that's a circumstance where I will get a free lap, and so I just casually made my way to the pits, had it fixed. I was back on the road, next lap, back in the race, got good position. A breakaway got away, and we actually missed the break.
Not to ride together if they want to make it work, and they're doing exactly that. United Healthcare is on a mission right now. They're not going to stick around. With hard
It was basically our job to chase the break down, especially since we had nobody in the break and we have a sprinter.
They got riders that they can set up that deliver. Barlevav looking for his biggest pro win ever here in Merced. He's got a realistic shot, but he needs the team right now to do all of this setup work. That last lap, United Healthcare brought back 4 seconds. The team tried so hard to make that catch, and they ended up being the next race on the bottom today.
The whole point of the team showing up to Merced, although it's not an NRC race anymore, it's still a good hard race, a technical crit, and we're using this early season race to set up for the rest of a very long season. We learned how everybody rides together in a crit. We learned who's stronger on the lead out. We learned, you know, the good order for the final lead out, the last kilometer of the race is a very important order of guys. You saw all of us on the front, and you probably saw Hilton Clark and Rasan Bahati sitting on our train. If we caught the break, then they, do a lead out and sprint. If we don't catch the break, they still get a free ride to the finish line. So what you saw was good tactics on their part.
There you go. Would you please put your hands together?
So this was kind of like a scrimmage. It's like a preseason game in football where you work out the kinks and you prepare for nothing but wins for the rest of the season. I can't. I have to stop smiling.
5-minute hill.
9-minute hill?
4-minute hill.
Adrian Hegvaria, I think that's how you say his name.
You probably got more coverage from crashing than winning. And, you want clean, so you want easy.
I'm impressed this guy said my name right in the video. With Eric Barlevav, and you're watching Pro Road Access. Thought I might add that one in. Blah 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 blah.